Like, we jokingly say this stuff, but like Cutie, one could make an argument that Cutie had more of a profound role, played a more profound role in Jason's development as a content creator.
Yep. Yikes, brother. Yikes. Nah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, brother. I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm not gonna. Cutie played a profound role in shaping Jason's career. Is that why she was getting canceled for collabing with him? No! Yo, I can't. Yo, Hasan. Gang, you just gotta stop talking sometimes. Like, you have to stop talking sometimes. Like, you legitimately, like, yo, come on, gang. You gotta shut the trap. Like, this junk just gets so bad, bruh. Again, is that why your audience too, basically, them woke skulls, those pathetic retro subhuman ugly G boys that are in her audience because of you, because again she's been you guys, the Fear and John. Is that why again she was getting canceled for collabing with Jason, collabing with the Faze heads? But she had a real profound role in shaping his jump, bro. Idiot, moron, brainlet. You already know what it is, baby. The Daily Slops. Sloppy. Of course, more works, more things, more happenings out in the EHDI plus cinematic universe, and in specific, we already know. Hasan! Apparently, Hasan is still coping, molding, and seething over Mr. Adin Ross. Apparently, he is out here saying that Adin Ross or whatever is, just like the good old Austrian painter. So yeah, buzzwordism casual. Yeah, I mean, no surprises there. Apparently saying also that Adin Ross had a bounty on him for heads to slander him. So like, yeah, crazy works there. Don't believe that, obviously. And in response, you know what I'm saying, obviously Adin was calling us out Hasan for, you know, his Jones would colligate. That old John, because he lied 12 times. Yeah, we know how that gets down. The only person shocked? God, yeah. Tough works there. Anyway, right. He was calling out Hasan for colligate, also calling out heads in the Twitch aristocracy, you know, all the Hasan orbiters, whether it be Jellywig, you know what I'm saying, or the Hasan girly pop orbiters like Pokemon, you know what I'm saying, Valkyrie, QT Cinderella, yada yada, all these heads. So yeah, absolutely gotta see that too. You already know how that gets down. Of course, coming off of that too, Hasan talking about his secret admirer, his secret boyfriend, the Roach King Asmongold. He's talking about Asmongold, saying that Asmongold is his biggest hater now. Again, just like he was saying literally a couple of days ago, that Asmongold talks about him 100 times more than Hasan. I mean, yeah, than Hasan talks about Asmongold. It's looking like Cap. It's looking like Big Cap. Yeah, again, like always. Yeah, Hasan molding. We know that gets down because we already know Hasan. You, definitely, if anything, are Asmongold's biggest hater because you're thinking about it more for sure. But, of course, we got to get down and see that. Apparently, Asmongold, too, is calling out Twitch for, you know, the whole John going down with Nina Lynn, and now, yeah, something needs to happen. They need to get rid of the whole, top brats. And Mr. Clancy, we'll be seeing him too. Terrible works there. And apparently, yeah, we were talking about this a little bit, but yeah, some bad Jones is going down with Faze, and a whole bunch of things has come out. A bunch of heads like Jason, you know what I'm saying, Ron, Lacey, all these heads, you know, so Adapt, Kazon, heads are leaving Faze. And apparently Banks, you know, Faze Banks, or Rivers Banks, you know, in Faze no more because the last controversy that happened with the John. But like, yeah, it came out and had some conjecture about it, so we gotta go ahead and check that out too. So a whole bunch of Johns going down in the Daily Slops today, so we ain't got no more time to waste, baby. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed have everything every single time. Let's see what's going on with the sun and the rest of these heads. This time. Of course, the Daily Slops means one of my glorious Slop Kings. You better shout out Share to Love. With Pegasus. We're not. Hasan is finally getting what he deserves. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG live video, the OG Daily Slops, description first link, Share to Love it, of course. The Pegasus. And yeah, we got no time to waste, baby. Let's get right into it. Factual.
Welcome back to a series so trickshot. Even Faze subscribed. In today's video, Hasan's beef with Adin Ross continues. He's now comparing him to the Nazi leader and claiming he doesn't electrocute his dog. He claims Adin put a bounty on him to spread lies about him. Adin has responded saying Hasan is a horrible dog abuser and calls out all his friends, including Valkyrie, Pokemon, and Jellywig, for associating with him. He goes extra unhinged and says Hasan might have killed his dog or ate his dog.
Huh? Huh?
Hasan is now calling Asmon his #1 hater, lover, and says that apolitical
There we go.
sloppers, aka me, are too afraid of Asmongold. He claims he never attacks anyone who goes after him. Delusional. Asmon is talking about how Twitch needs to be investigated in regards to the Nina Lynn situation. Dan Clancy has possessed me again. Faze
That damn dinosaur.
has fallen apart with all the members leaving, including Jason, Ron, Lacey, and Adapt. Faze Banks feels betrayed and is crashing out. Hasan has somehow made this about himself. Subscribe or you get trick-shotted like Hasan trick-shots his dog. You're cool.
But have you upped those numbers? No beats? No Jellywig? We sold the bag. We sold.
Let's up those numbers!
Numbers up! In them clips, well, for Jellywig, they'll never be getting lived down. And that is just a little grass. Take it away, Jellywig!
Oh, great magic conch shell. Make them subscribe to the Pegasus channel.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, so Hasan's beef with Adin Ross continues. He's now calling him Hitler and once again claiming that he doesn't electrocute his dog. Hasan says that he mogged Adin, denies seeking kick offer, and more.
Turn around and Adin Ross will be like, oh, Hasan is a piece of shit. They'll be like, true. Oh my God, I'm agreeing with Adin Ross. I can't believe he's right. I can't believe how right Adin Ross is. And it's like,
Hasan, you do this shit every fucking day. If Adin Ross says you're a piece of shit, yes, I agree with him on the sentiment that you are a piece of shit because you've done a bunch of abhorrent actions and made abhorrent statements. That doesn't mean I agree with everything he does, brother. Again, the generalizations of the shit, bro, is so bad.
yeah, that should maybe be a cause for concern, you know? They'll be like, yo, I don't really fuck with this Hitler guy, but this Adolf Hitler guy, well, he really hated Stalin, so maybe he was right about that.
I don't know how you're.
First of all, buzzwordism. This shit is so fucking stupid, bro. And why are you comparing this nigga to Hitler? Is he Hitler? No.
You're not in jail. I don't know why nobody's called PETA. I can see you don't have your dog anymore in this bed because you're a fucking abuser, in my opinion, allegedly.
You're a fucking abuser.
I fucking love when his son does a fake laugh.
User, in my opinion, allegedly. Also, I do think it's funny that he thinks like this is the funniest aspect of this conspiracy, like Shocktober 7, October 7. Is like,
Conspiracy, you dumb fuck. Bro, this shit is on camera in 4K 60 FPS. What the hell are you talking about?
even if I was using
You were. Yo, shock. I got this remote on me like it's my Glock. And if Kaya try to move, she out of love.
even if I was like zapping Kaya with a
You were, nigga. Bro, if Emperor Piker don't stop fucking talking right now, bro, this shit got me crying, bro. You committed Order 66 on Kaya. What the fuck? Shocking experience.
shock collar, like the government is gonna come and be like, I can't believe you're doing this.
Right. So first off, the Adin Ross's Hitler comparison is a bit crazy. Like, I don't like the guy, but maybe that's a little too far.
That's
right?
exact,
But I will
bro. Again, like this is this shit I be talking about with buzzwordism and Hasan fucking denied a flight counterattacking on heads. I'm like, bro, again, heads can have viewpoints, whether it be political ideologies or just base opinions or whatever that you disagree with. But that does not mean, again, to that factor, if there is something you do agree with, you agree with everything. Like I just said, right? You can still disagree with these heads on most Johns, bro. This is exactly what I be saying about XQC, funny enough. Even though XQC be cooking up. The debunker come out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Debunker come out, bro. It might be over. But like, yo, the quip I always say, yo, 95% of the time, the stove can be on the driveway. But 5% of the time, the stove could be in the kitchen with a 3-star Michelin meal on that boy, and we're really cooking. You know what I mean? But guess where it's at? The other 95% of the time, the fucking stove. And where do we want it there? No, I'd rather in the kitchen. Like, bro, it's just like that.
sort of give Hasan a pass because Adin does sort of call him a terrorist straight up. And later in this video, he says he killed his dog too. So, you know, I feel like they're both sort of slinging names at each other.
And this is the shit I be talking about. Do I agree with that? If Adin says, oh my fucking God, Hasan is a terrorist. Oh my fucking God, Hasan's eating his dog. Am I about to see her be like... No, that's that dumbass shit that Hasan and his fucking G-boys would do, bro. Just say any bullshittery to slander a nigga. It's like, no, this is called charitability. Or better yet to that, this is called being objective. Some shit that Hasan would never fucking do. Tough works.
other. And I guess Hasan called himself Stalin in that comparison. So I guess he's just being honest now, right? The guy who glazes the USSR calls himself Stalin. I mean, okay, that's just fitting then. Also, Hasan, for the love of God, when are you gonna give this up? The Dogtober conspiracy. Buddy, it's captured on camera. You Palpatine shocker piece of shit, okay? And yes, technically, the government won't be arresting you for shocking your dog. That is not on the top list of their priorities. But, you know, that's like the 15th reason in line. Like, they got so much to get you on for, you know, advocating murder and terrorist propaganda. I think you need to worry about those first before we go down the line. Right, so then Hasan claims that Adin put a bounty on him in order for people to come up with dirt about Hasan, right? Unlike Hasan's actual orbiters, who legitimately put bounties on people who say,
Like, realistically, again, Ethan should be bleeding out of the side of his what? How much? How much and making the boobs bigger? Like, bro, what are we talking about?
on site, people like Denims who put 100,000
Yo, we blocking the talent.
Good.
Oh, chill,
If
chill,
it's
chill,
a
chill,
content
chill,
cap,
chill, chill.
well,
We selling it
let's
back. We're
just
selling it
hope
back. We're
it's
selling
not.
it
But if it's a
back.
content cap, hold because it's gonna be hilarious.
I say, yeah,
Just
some start
say
playing. Oh
things are
yeah,
about to get-
this fool is talking, bro. Can we? You just always be ruining my chance, bro. Swear to God. Anyway, yeah, we blocking the talent. Yeah, the hate is ethereal. It is.
It sure is, baby.
bounties on people.
30K to anyone who will make this dipshit disappear.
But he's also saying that Adin was lying
Oh
about
no, we forgot the end part where he's like, and make like, what was that? I don't even know, like Eve or something, and make her boobs bigger.
the whole kick contract thing, that Hasan was trying to negotiate a contract behind the scenes.
But if you remember, this fucking Trump Glazer, Trump Dick Rider, Israel Dick Rider, number one streamer in Israel, Adin Ross, also turned around and was like, I'm putting a bounty on you. He said he was going to give a
You ever gonna address how Adin Ross like disavowed himself, you know what I'm saying, covering politics or getting into politics or like doing a stream with Trumpy ever? No? Yeah, makes sense.
$1 million in cryptocurrency.
Now, in fairness, the argument against that is like, oh, yo, he's collabing with Adin. I mean, well, he is Adin Ross, my dumbass, but like he's collabing or doing shit with Nick Fuentes. Fair, I guess.
To anyone that could basically make up any fucking lie they could about me that was believable. Okay, he was like, I'm giving $1 million. It was fucking ridiculous. He put a fucking crypto bounty on any allegations that might come forward. He begged. He was like, I'm begging to fucking, I'm hoping to God that you have allegations. It was crazy.
You were entertaining this contract about coming to kick in the beginning. Don't lie. Don't do. You were. You absolutely were.
He still does this thing. I don't know
If
why.
Yo, I'm just sitting here like, bro, Hasan, you piss me the fuck off because it's like, bro, you don't participate in petty drama? Nigga, what the fuck is this? Nigga, what the fuck is this, bro? You're going on a back and forth with Adin Ross, bro. Is this political commentary? Dude, fuck off, bro. Like, that shit is so annoying. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking about that, John. Like, he'll really have the nerve. Like, Hasan will dead ass, like, look you directly in your fucking eye and be like, yo, bro, nah, bro. We do political commentary over here, bro. We don't participate in petty drama. We could never do that, John, bro. Ugh. Bro, these heads, they really be thinking they're political commentators, bro. They don't even have the means to speak to me, for real. They're dumbasses, bro. They don't even know what they talk about, bro. They don't even be thinking critically. Nigga. Like, bro, this is why niggas be on your asses, son. Like, nobody gives a fuck if you want to cover drama. Niggas love seeing the slops, bro. Let's keep it a buck here. Like, yes, is shit in the CDST mostly pretending around negativity? Yeah, that's what the fuck drama is. But yo, heads like to watch that shit, bro. Heads be nosy. I'm one of them nosy niggas. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But gang, you're so fucking pretentious about this shit, nigga. You know you love participating in this drama because it gets you more views too. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's so goddamn annoying with this nigga.
I'm lying. Kill me right now. Do that. And guess what? You would have taken.
Like, you're making a claim, but I never got paid from Kick. So obviously, like, you have to add additional qualifiers to this. You know what I mean? You have to give us some examples of why you're saying this. You can't just like say something like this and then let it hang and then be like, oh well, it's my word against his. It's like, okay, but the evidence is the fact that I never went to Kick. I'm still on Twitch. I don't even take fucking money from.
Why is it now that you can break shit down? Why is it now that you asking niggas for evidence and substantial proof? Yet, bro, motherfuckers in your chat will come and say some outlandish, some absolute bullshittery. Like Pegasus is pro fucking like Island Man. Like Pegasus is pro pedophilia, bro. You just be like, yeah, hell yeah. But you asking for evidence from this nigga? Boy, Hasan, get the fuck out of here. Like, bro, you're such an annoying ass nigga, bro. Like, that's such some bullshit.
You know, Poly Market and other gambling companies as well. What do you mean? God smite me if I'm lying. Okay, he won. He won. He cooked you. He up 2-1 on you. You got served. Bro, fight back with smarter words. He won fast.
You know you don't like America. You should have honestly moved to
He
China.
won, not gonna lie. You forget how to speak. He cooked you. He won. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm mogging him.
Wow. Third.
Yo, I don't know what gets me more. Like, the fact that this nigga really think he on timing, bro, or that... Yo, I'm fucking dying out here, boy. My dumb ass. Can't even survive through the statements. But yeah, the fact that this nigga really think he was on timing right here, or the fact that he thinks he was really cooking. This nigga thinks he really mocked the nigga on a sidebar if he thinks he's actually saying some smart shit. Nigga, this is all hip-hop. Oh my...
35-year-old man using the word mugging. Oh, brother, you are not young, bro. Stop trying to do this fucking cosplay. I'm the richest guy at the Faze party. Okay, man, holy shit. Let's just go over the Diddy Piker playbook, right? Flip to page 45 on Hasan edX here, right? So you gotta first call him an Israel dick rider. Check immediately. Okay, immediately you win. It's the Byakugan of the Hasan edX world, right? You got the ultimate defense right there, right? Then you completely avoid the argument, right? That's step 2. Basically, he says that, oh, Hasan, I never got paid from Kick. I never joined the platform. Yeah, that's not even what Adin was arguing. He said that your manager was doing a behind-the-scenes deal in order to get on Kick. He said that you were actually considering Kick as an option, despite you virtue signaling on the outside to your audience saying, "Oh yes, gambling is bad. The Kick
Yep, the whole John, bro, when he had a strike, it was him and Pokemon.
is the worst platform ever." Meanwhile, Twitch is obviously equally bad. But behind the scenes, your managers were considering it as an option, and yeah, that is something to be talked about. Basically, the argument is that if the bag was big enough, you might have actually gone to Kick. If you got a $100 million contract like XQC, maybe the grift is over. Maybe you're no longer a social.
Maybe the grift is over.
At that point, right? Who knows? And maybe that's why you were so fucking jealous of XQC as well. Now, to be completely fair, since we are objective on this channel, Adin has actually not provided any proof of this allegation, but Hasan's refutation is also very stupid. At least address the argument saying that, no, even behind the scenes, I wasn't actually negotiating a contract or anything. That's a complete lie. Instead, you go, well, do you see me on Kick right now? Like, I love the ending.
And that's the thing, like, and on an overall, that shit doesn't even matter, because the only reason, again, Hasan is on the tip of, like, Kick bad, which, trust me, Kick's got it. Well, Kick has had and still has its bad apples. Don't even get me started on fucking Johnny Somali, Vitali, Jack Doherty, and all these different heads. But like, gang, the only reason you're really even doing this, John, like being Hasan, is for the virtue signal tip, bro, to act so pure. And of course, because you have the incentive to shill for Twitch since you're their golden boy. It's like, bro, nigga, yeah, you know damn well you're not even that pressed about this shit.
Like, bro, you shouldn't be going full soy jack on how 2 chatters are telling Adin that he got cooked when we know you'll crash out or cope about someone in your chat that got under your skin.
No, on God, I'm not gonna lie. Nah, this head is cooking, bro. Because I'm like, dude, you know for damn sure you're about to get one guy in the next 5 minutes. Like, I don't want to hear this shit.
Exactly. Like, why is he being like, oh, I totally mogged him, when you get mogged by your fucking chatters on a daily basis, like triggering you into the stratosphere?
How can I be okay? I
hate all of you.
hate all of you.
Conspiracy, bro. After he shocked the dog and it yelped, he muted the mic, and after doing it again said he was grabbing a Zin. Why the frick do you need to mute a mic to grab a container? Never ask Hasan.
Man, fuck that. Why the hell did you lie about this shit fucking like 12 times, Hasan? Like, you got anything for that?
Questions. Never question him about Dogtober 7, alright? Taylor Lorenz will be stalking you at night now, okay? She will infiltrate
Uh-oh. Curse of Lorenz?
your Roblox servers now that you've posted this tweet. Oozing insecurity since he's been bleeding subs. Yeah, apparently he's lost like several thousand subs since Dogtober 7. You know what I love about all this? Those closest to Hasan, his family members, his closest friends, all know that he shocked their dog. And they get to watch Hasan lie about it over and over again. You know they don't respect him. F you, dog abusing terrorist supporter, playing a victim and lying with
Bingo. I don't even have to bring it up.
every breath. Crimey River saying you get what you deserve. And here we got a Pegasus classic, courtesy of my editor making the lovely excuse list here. Dewclaw got stuck. Reach for Zin, not remote. Vibration only color. Here's the color, but taped over. It's far-right Israel propaganda. Okay, now Shako is actually good and I'll defend it. Okay, I was actually reaching for a Dodgate button. Okay, it's woke left is trying to cancel me. Okay, Kaya just yelps all the time at anything. Oh, actually, the tape was covering a phone number. Yeah.
Like, bro, again, and that's missing again, like the 11 John. Yeah, Kai was never wearing a collar during the initial Collargate like clip, the incident happening, and then the collar was a buzzer.
all these fucking excuses out of nowhere. And this wasn't even the half of it. I legit like forgot half of them, so I didn't put it, and it was not fitting on the screen. As you see, we've reached the bottom of the screen. Anyways, for this next part, some context. Last episode, basically Adin Ross pulled up the clip of Hasan yanking his previous dog Fish's tail, and Hasan responded saying that he didn't know he was being recorded, even though he was streaming it. He was doing the recording, and he said that his dog is dead, so therefore he didn't abuse it, and he was trying to farm sympathy.
Yep. Absolving himself of criticism. I ain't gonna lie, because again, we can feel sympathy for Son in the tip, but like, again, how does this absolve yourself of criticism in this manner? It does not.
Clips on deck of me from 10 fucking years ago. I don't even know this clip existed on the internet. And it doesn't even fucking matter. He's just like, oh, look at him. Like, this is my dead dog, okay? This is Fish, who...
Okay. What about Ethan with Shredder? Tell me about that, Hasan. What about Ethan with Shredder? Where's the sympathy for him? Where's the empathy for him? I bet you don't got it. Like the fuck? Again, what are we doing here?
unfortunately passed away during COVID. It was devastating. And it was the reason why I didn't... that was the reason why I didn't adopt another dog for many, many years. And he's like, oh, I can't believe it. He's like such a dog abuser. It's like, okay, dude.
Basically zero logic, just
It's like gang. And bro, like, and this is the shit I was saying in the last daily slops. It's like, bro, I want to feel empathy for you, Hasan, because of course, man's best friend. Nobody wants like their pet dog to die. But Hasan, at the same time, you got niggas saying that you are this lovable and spoiling dog owner, and we have numerous clips that are looking like it says otherwise. So Hasan, how does it, like, again, Fish is passing, like your old dog's passing, how does that absolve you of criticism within all these other clips? Some of them being Fish. Like when you pulled Fish's tail. Like, what the fuck? Bro, oh my god.
Emotional manipulation, and Adin has responded. Adin Ross condemns Hasan for sympathy farming his chat with Fish and challenges Ludwig, Pokimane, Valkyrie, and Cutie to call out his actions.
Hold on. Luddy, failed. Pokimane, failed. Valkyrie, definitely failed. Holy fuck. You're doing... I wish people would just, you know, you would think more people would show, you know, more attention to the genocide going on. But, QT... well, actually, yeah, QT... Actually, no, I would say QT folded on him. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because she admitted that it was a shot collar, so...
His chat with Fish and challenges Ludwig, Pokimane, Valkyrie, and Cutie to call out his actions.
That I adopted that was left in a tire store, okay?
Dude, are you really sympathy farming your chat? Yo, bro, is this guy actually...
Adin. Oh, boy, you're fucking out of the loop, boss. You're not used to this shit? Dude, come on, man. This is Mr. Piker.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Brother, if you don't know that the victim complex cry bully always play plausible deniability, never take accountability is about to slap the shit out of you, bro, you should have been new. Every time Mr. Piker come on screen, oh, you have to know the 5 stats, them shits might as well be stamped on your forehead. I ain't gonna hold you.
actually this big of a piece of shit? Yo, dude.
Yes! 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 Yo. We cover this motherfucker every day, bro. I need more niggas like this. I need more niggas waking the fuck up. Yo, you really sympathy farming your chat, son? You really this big of a piece of shit? Yes, nigga. Been trying to tell you that Hasan is an abhorrent piece of shit. Like, bro, are these niggas ever gonna wake the fuck up? Like, oh my god.
Dude, are you actually sympathy farming right now? After getting caught pulling on your dog's tail and saying you want to kill him? Yo, bro. Someone said don't cry.
Kaya, please just go, just stop.
And I hate seeing that clip, but you're just a piece of shit. And every single time you try reacting to me, you could pull up shit about me. You literally abused an animal, bro. Dogs are better than humans. You are a piece of shit. I don't care what you say. You abused an animal. Pokimane, Valkyrie, Cutie, Ludwig.
Continue.
Stand up for what's right. Why do you guys associate with this piece of shit? I want to know why. It's horrible. And you did it 4K. And people pulled more clips of you doing more fucked up shit. I get it. You got
Facts.
your buddies Ludwig and Cutie Cinderella folding it in and saying it wasn't a shot collar.
Facts. Facts. Jellywig type of shit, right? Crass.
Let's up those numbers!
Up the fuck out of them shills. Crazy works.
I get it. I know you probably called them up and said, yo, I need your guys' help. Please, please, please. Nobody.
No, bro. Niggas gave him that boss call. No, they were saying that shit, bro, too. Luddy definitely got that boss call. No.
Got my back. You did. How about you take accountability? That was a fucking shot caller, and your
Hell nah. 5 stat 5. Never take accountability. Never happening for Mr. Biker.
dog would sit here for hours and hours and hours in the background to look pretty for your stream.
Nah, actually, for hours and hours and hours on end. With the leash on, while she's on a military grade cot. Facts.
You're a horrible human being.
Ooh,
I agree.
damn. I mean, you can't really say that Adin is lying in this particular instance, all right?
He's not.
Dog Zapper Biker is simply never living down Dogtober 7 from the fridge to the TV. Kaya will be free, all right? History was
Shall be
made on that
free.
day, and yes, we did in fact get his whole defense squad. Valkyrie went, I can't believe you're talking about this when there's a genocide going on. Oh my god.
Switch that more people.
Hold on. Wait. Actually, wait. Girly pop. Could you go ahead and prove my point for me?
Girly pop.
Hold on.
People would put more energy into hating like genocide.
Ludwig or
On the money, baby.
or Lillywig, as you should actually call him, went that
Pegasus. That's crass. You gotta chill. Not too much on Jellywig.
that's a shot caller 100%.
I think he lied about having a shot caller. I think he 100% had a shot caller.
Oh wait, ring, I got the boss call. Okay.
Ring. Oh, shit. It sounds like the boss call. No.
No, guys, Hasan or some secret person, probably Taylor Lorenz, sent me a secret picture that 100% proves that it's a vibration collar, yes.
I got close-up pictures of the shot collar. I didn't see prongs. I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar.
Who sent them shits? Who sent the flick? Who sent that giant? Why we not seeing the flick?
On my mother's life.
Ignore the fact that Hasan has multiple colors, obviously. Ignore the fact that on the day we literally matched the exact color that Hasan said that was the color and we found the exact model and the remote and everything. But no, Ludwig swears on his mother's life, right? He swore on his mother's life again. Rip Ludwig's mom once again. Pity you have a son like Johan Liebert. Maybe feed your friends more
Johan Ludwig.
alcohol. How about that? And then don't get me started on Pokimane. She fired her employees, canceled her podcast for Hasan. And then we got Cutie, who literally went to his house, saw the evidence in front of her, accidentally exposed Hasan for having a shot collar, and still went and defended him and went, well, no, he might have taped over it and removed the prongs, but he totally didn't shock collar, guys. Yes.
Yep. Nah, I don't believe that shit.
The multimillionaire bought this specific shock collar, right? You know, recommended by his trainer to shock your dog and train them with, and then he chose to remove the shock function and tape over it in order to hide everybody and use his fat hands to block it while showing the camera. Lovely theory. Cutie Cinderella. You're so smart. You're so amazing. Wow. Queen jellyfish right there.
Gully pop. Oh, I'm getting it from Luddy, I see.
All a bunch of fucking losers. Not to mention the other.
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh god, Sasha Grey, her shit was so bad. Her shit was felting, bro. Cause she obviously was one of the heads, like denying that Hasan like shot Kai and all that. And then like, bro, the clip of QT comes up, you know what I'm saying, where she with the Faze guys like we had just seen, bro. And Sasha Grey's like, oh, nah, I don't really want to watch this. Nah, I don't really want to watch this. Obvious and blatant shit. Fucking Glazer.
50 people that came out in defense of Hasan. This man has a chokehold on the entire streaming community, and that's why we need slop tubers like me to call out these fucking fake pieces of shit. Right, so then Adin Ross gets extra unhinged. He fights a little fire with fire here.
Part of me wants to say you probably ate him, but I'll leave that to the people to decide. But in my opinion, I feel like you actually probably killed your own dog. Your abuse.
This is where we disavow. It's like, yeah, we have no, again, like Hasan, funny enough, was saying earlier, we have no substantial proof of any of this at all whatsoever. So this is like just a baseless claim.
Just like how you did with Kaya. Guys, Kaya can't leave this bed without getting shocked or scared or some type of startle. Facts. And
that is facts.
You know, I just think it's so funny how your retarded audience is like giving into this is crazy. You are a horrible.
Oh, those pathetic, wretchful, subhuman homunculates. Oh, I fucking hate them. Trust me, they're brainlets. I'll let you know.
Manipulator, by the way. I can tell you how to manipulate. You fucking suck. You're gonna really bring up your dog of 10 years that you said I'm gonna kill you. You know, you were dead serious in that clip. You probably weren't that popular back then, so you probably say what you said and did what you did. In my opinion, allegedly, I feel like you.
He still do that shit. He's still doing that to this day, and of course he's gonna be doing that shit. Why? Cause Twitch is shilling out for this nigga, bro. He not getting consequences for shit. You know the longest ban he's ever had was for a week. Like, when I was watching Rob's vid, shout out senior member of the CDST Council, and of course glorious slop commentary king, Rob's Media. You already know. But like, yeah, we was watching Rob's vid. Yeah, the longest ban this nigga has ever had was actually for a week. That shit is fucking-donkulous, bro.
You murdered Fish. I think you killed him. That's my take. Allegedly. But I think you killed him.
Disavow. No proof of this, John. I'm not gonna cap.
And part of me thinks you ate him too, bro. You're into a lot of sick,
Definitely no proof of that shit.
twisted shit. So
Okay, not gonna lie, all right? I like to be fair and impartial on this.
Again, like, yeah, we don't got no business lying on niggas. Like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. We talk about this shit all the time. You got to be objective, and plus, for a nigga like Hasan, I'm definitely not lying about that nigga when he's too busy himself. One, lying, and two, doing a goddamn great self. Great self. My dumb ass. Great job. A great job fucking making himself look bad enough to where you don't even have to slander the nigga, bruh. His fucking own rhetoric slanders himself.
Channel. Adin Ross is completely unhinged. I'm sorry, okay? I don't like Hasan, but Adin does not know when to stop, okay? Again, I must clarify. I personally do not think that Hasan killed his dog or
Exactly. Like, again, we have literally no proof. Nothing indicates that at all.
ate his dog. I think that's a little far-fetched. I think it's a little bit too far. He definitely zapped his dog, though. That
100%. I'll tell you this every time. Shocking experience, especially for Kaya. But seriously, though, he got his remote on him like it's his Glock, so... shock. And if Kaya try to move, well, I bet you know she's out of luck.
that's what I think, right? Now, this is a prime case of two Ray guards fighting. As I accurately predicted in the previous episode, they are both going to lob accusations at each other that are completely unfounded, right? Completely crazy and insane. And clearly, Adin obviously just hates Hasan's guts and is saying whatever. And that is kind of justified because, you know, Hasan also hates Adin Ross's guts and says a bunch of bullshit as well. Obviously, as we saw last episode, Hasan uses ultimate, called him an Israel dick rider, which is basically worse than calling him a PDF file in the eyes of Hasan's audience, right?
The G-Boys, because it's the woke school, Johnny, you know, Hasan's obviously main grift, or at least main grift within, like, talking about politics or the political commentary is the conflict,
Essentially putting, like, a target on his head as well. So, yeah.
Oh, it's buzzwordism. Wait, my dumb ass. Like, and again, I literally say this every day because of Hasan. He's the reason this shit is even fucking here in the first place. When people use words with traumatic meanings or events in place of everyday common insults, usually because they have different political ideologies, rhetoric, or opinions, in most cases they're doing this because they disagree with you and want to paint you in a worse light by associating you with these negative connotations. So yeah, of course, in Hasan's audience, where his main John is obviously the conflict, if you are deemed or like in their eyes as a supporter of Israel or some shit, yeah, you might as well be Satan himself.
They're both sort of swinging that mud back and forth, but don't worry, we'll try to cut through the bullshit and stick to the facts of the situation here, right? But what a crazy beef. Honestly, Hasan thought that Adin Ross would be like the rest of his ops, right? Reasonable, logical, only accuse him of things that he actually did. This was your latest mistake, Hasan. You should have stuck to actually nice, you know...
I'm like, bro, you started engaging with crash outs. That's a bad idea.
Logical people like me or Asmongold.
This is like, you know what's a perfect example of this? This is like when Soy Dubs was really trying to go after Warski and PPP. You already know. Let's go gambling! Shout out the casino. You already know. The house always wins, baby. Never forget it. But like, yeah, you don't go. Not to say like Warski and PPP or crash outs, because yo, I'm not gonna lie, PPP was absolutely frying the shit out of Yoko and Soy Dubs, bro. Absolutely fucking dunked on him, felted the shit out of him. Duh, you already know. It's a casino, man. But like, yo, yeah, you already know. Warski PPP edgy, bro. These heads gonna get down, really start chopping it. We've watched the guys on the page before, duh. But like, yo, you can't go after these heads and expect that you're gonna win, because it's like, yo, you're really not, bro. These heads finna take it there, bro. And you're not ready for that.
Or somebody who's not gonna make up shit about you. Instead, you're going after Adin Ross, and now you've basically met your match here, right? You're basically looking into a mirror, but the other political side, where they're basically just slinging out completely unfounded accusations out of nowhere. And you sort of deserve it. Is this Adin's first beef with Shockmaster Prime? Nobody has ever gotten Wolf Zapper to take accountability. Now I'm liking this. We're getting very creative with these nicknames. We need to leave Hasan, Nina, and Jack Doherty in 2025, please.
Yep, pretty much. I agree.
Nightmare blunt rotation. How did this guy
Fully agree.
cultivate a community so regarded that in cult-like that Adin Ross can immediately recognize his manipulation tactics, but they all eat it up?
And I'm a dumbass, huh? I've been putting that shit up for so long, probably because it is so shit. Even I could pick that shit up being a dumbass.
This is the same person whose entire orbit uses Asmon's deceased parents and Ethan's dog as forms of attack. He keeps making Kirk jokes, true, but now he's in a bad light. Everything is too far.
Nah, that shit pissed me off. Not because the person said that, but like, yo, facts. Cause that's the point I've been pointing out this whole time with Hasan with this shit. I'm like, bro, your fucking orbiters and these goddamn G-boys, especially like this goddamn snark mods or the snarkers and shit, will always be talking about this job. Will always be like, yo, Ethan killed Shredder, bro. Ethan Fred Shredder, Fed Shredder Cheese or whatever, and killed Shredder, bro. He meant to kill Shredder. Like, bro, what? And then have the fucking nerve, or Hasan specifically had the nerve, the fucking gall to get up here and try to sympathy farm off a fish? Like, you motherfucker. Again, we can... Bro. For both Hasan with fish, and obviously, of course, with Ethan and Shredder, we can feel sympathy because both of them lost man's best friend, part of their family. They're dogs, duh. But bro, we calling out that hypocrisy, gang. Like, what the fuck? Like, Hasan, this is some bullshit. How can you not feel any sympathy for Ethan, bro? But you want niggas to feel sympathy for you? Fuck right off.
Disgraceful. The king of manipulation and wordplay to try and look like the victim. Yeah, I think you should have definitely just addressed why you yanked your dog's tail and maybe apologize for that instead of saying, oh my god, my dog is dead. I can't believe you're doing that. Wow. Like, bro, just address the argument. Anyway, after watching this clip.
That's crass.
That's crass?
That's
Yep.
crass.
Yeah.
That's crass.
That's
Bro,
grass.
That's crass. That's
That's
pretty crass.
grass.
I swear, bro, like, oh
No. That's grass. Take it away, Jelly
Games here. Valkyrie is too busy using the sign Palestine as a way to deflect hate from her and Hasan, while at the same time taking sponsors from the companies that are on the BDS list. Oh, interesting. She's a hypocrite. Who would have thought? Anyways, turns out Hasan is done flirting with the side chick Adin Ross, and he's going back to his one true love, Asmongold. Hasan says that Asmon is his biggest hater and that YouTubers are scared of Asmon's audience. Asmon is the wokest warrior.
The roaches always scatter. Niggas ain't scared, bro. And there's no reason to be scared. Why would you be scared? Are you gonna go slander her or some shit? Unlike you, Hasan, niggas ain't about to go do that.
It's formulaic. You can make the most boring guy look fucking cool. They do it with Clavicular, who is so one note. It's all about the music that you put in. It's all about the sound effects.
Hasan, I don't want to hear shit from you talking about niggas are one note when you're the biggest performative male on the fucking internet. What the hell are you talking about?
You put into it. It's also the the silly framing that you add into like the edit in and of itself. Clippers do the same with Asmon. Difference is Hasan falls with the clips. Here we go. Yes, you're right. Asmongold.
How are you gonna be like, here we go? Nigga, why the fuck did you read that nigga shit? Why did you pull him up? What the fuck are you doing?
Who's actually the wokest warrior of all time. So when he actually talks about how he justifies torture on random people, we just fell for the Clippers. You're right. Of course, when Asmongold is actually responding to
Should he justifies torture on random people? Can we get more context to that?
my clips, he is not falling for a clip bait at all. Asmongold is my #1 hater, clip baiter in general. Go look at his short form content, Asmongold clips. Every day, there's like 2 to 3 moments off my stream that he just lied.
Hasan. Stop. It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. Stop. Just stop. Come on. Get for real. We know it. We know you're rent free about the nigga. We know.
About. There is a big reason why there is like an endless amount of scrutiny on everything that I do and a negative framing on everything that I do on the stream, which Asmongold does not receive. It's because all the supposedly apolitical sloppers, the slop content creators, the drama creators, they have realized that like if they do fuck song content, I'm not going to attack them, you know? And they're going to farm a lot of revenue off of it. But if they do fuck Asmongold content, at first, they might have Asmongold's fan base come after them.
No, Hasan. Okay. You're not going to attack them. What the fuck are you going to attack slop tubers with, bro? Niggas are just covering the shit that you do and say. You were going to say, like, it's baseless, it's out of context, all that shit. Niggas are showing your clips. They're showing you. The fuck? Like, it's so stupid. Like, it doesn't... Oh, my God.
And they're too afraid of that. That's it. Do you dye the hair on your head but not the hair on your face? Or are you retaining color up top that well? Yes.
Bruh.
Why the fuck did he read that, bro? Like, nigga, you know damn well that nigga was trying to call you old, bro.
What actually was that ending? Did he just like read random chatters that are completely unrelated because he's so insecure about his balding head, bro? Like, my God, dude, this is like beyond terminally online. You really need to stop, man. Anyways, let's just break that down. He says, my #1 hater is Asmongold. First off, I'm very offended right now. I put in all these shifts, I work so hard, and I don't even get the recognition, man. In the end, I guess I just lose. He only has eyes for Asmongold.
For
Unlucky for me,
Asmongold.
man. By the way, I'm pretty sure the clips on the Asmon Clips channel is just made by his editor, right? So I guess Asmon does sort of react to what you say, and that's what's being used in the clips. But oftentimes it's just made by the editor himself, or it's Asmon's reaction to what you are doing. So it's you starting it, and then Asmon.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm like, yo, he doesn't attack slop tubers. I'm like, what are you about to attack slop tubers with, bro? Like, they're showing clips of you. Are you just gonna be like, oh yeah, I didn't do this, I didn't say that, and then a nigga's gonna show the clip of you doing or saying that shit?
Just sort of reacting to you, right? Now, as for the part about the apolitical sloppers, I wonder who that is, guys.
Big ass.
I don't know what happened. He said my name a couple times and then just stopped, right? He's back to calling them slop tubers. Maybe my name is banned again. I don't know. But yeah, I just find it hilarious. He goes that, oh yeah, if you talk about me, I'm not going to attack them. Literally within 30 seconds of my name being brought up, he's a PDF file supporter. Entire chat spamming PDF file slop tuber.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, where's it at? Yeah, right there. Look. I'm like, Hasan, you want to add some context or nuance? You want to be critical against this? No? Okay, it makes sense. But you want heads to have substantial proof and all that for you. Oh, of course. Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, wow, man. You never attack anybody, actually.
More Pegasus is pro scene? Oh, hell yeah. That's great.
I want you guys to remember this. Hasan Piker never attacks any of his ops. I've never seen him do anything in his entire life. Not like he's been malding about Asmon, Ethan, Tectone, all these people his entire fucking life, bro.
Literally everyone.
Bro, goddamn, like you need to turn into Pinocchio, bro. Your nose would go around the world 60 times with the amount of lies you actually spread. Also, he goes like, if they attack Asmon, he will come after them. Brother, like, what are you on about? Nobody is afraid of Asmongold, bro. He's like the most mellow guy out there. Yes,
this is what I'm saying,
has
bro.
like a big audience or whatever, but like his audience is not really that vicious. I could call Asmon a bald regard. He needs to stop spending so much time online and probably take a shower, and his fan base would literally agree. They would literally
yeah, heads would be like, well, yeah, it makes sense. Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
They agree with me, okay? He's not coming after me, bro. And also, even if you're smaller in size, it's usually your arguments that convince the general audience, right? Now, yes, you need a little bit of a base to initially make your point. Like if you have 5 subscribers, obviously no matter what you say, Hasan is always going to win. But even if you're a little smaller than Hasan, if you make an actual good point, then you're likely going to win against him in an argument because he's a complete moron. Well, maybe Hasan...
True to the word.
Not a bad example because he has this fucking cult-like audience, but in general, you know, when it's a smaller creator beefing with a bigger creator. But yeah, I've repeatedly said this. If Asmon ever like messes up as much as Hasan, starts supporting fucking terrorists, then yes, I will be making a video on him. In fact,
duh, because that shit would instantly need to be disavowed and condemned.
In fact, a lot of people would be. I don't really have any loyalty to him either. We've never spoken. We're not friends. We just sort of react to each other's content because we both happen to just hate Hasan. We both happen to dislike the same lol cow on the internet. And that's a funny thing to have in common. We got a classic meme of Hasan and Asmongold. Oh boy. Bro, a song called Shock My Dog, I Can't Stop, made about him, but Asmon is his biggest hater. What Hasan sees every day when he wakes up, bro, this image. Hasan talking about someone else's audience. A classic. Oh my god, it's Asmongold. Now, last time, Hasan called out Moist Critical again for the 4th, 5th time, saying that, oh, Moist is just too afraid to call out Asmongold. That's why he only calls out Hasan, completely ignoring the fact that only one of them electrocuted their dog.
You know, Moist Critical's fan base, or whether it be all the slop tubers and centrists and their fan bases as well, they're not going to go after him. People don't want to be attacked by Asmongold's audience.
Motherfuckers don't want to be attacked by your audience either. And regardless of the factor, they might do that, especially if they share you know, a negative bias against you, Hasan, which again could be for numerous reasons and deservedly so.
So Asmon responded. Asmon called Hasan a slop tuber and explains why he keeps invoking Moist Critical's name and also defends Tectone, invoking like he's a god.
Man, so here's the thing is that he's been mad at Charlie for like the better part now, almost a better, ever since Dogtober 7th, and Charlie made a video talking about Hasan's drama. Hasan has regularly invoked and brought up Charlie as a person who, you know, isn't critical of me for some reason or another in order to create a...
Yeah, I'm looking at that nigga Hasan, bro. Dick up.
This is the thing, like a lot of people might not notice this, but it's pretty obvious that he's doing this, is that he's trying to indirectly put pressure on him for him to attack me or say negative things about me because he made a video critical of Hasan's dog thing. That's what's happened. Gaslighting? Well, he's trying to signal to his audience that, you know, like basically it's like an implication that somehow he agrees with me or he doesn't agree with Hasan or something like that when he just called.
Yeah, it's the tribalism shit, bro. This is why Hasan tries to say all the time that like people generally colloquially have like my politics, bro. They're thinking like me. It's the shit of like, yeah, it's the us versus them. He wants more people on the us side. So of course within like content creators, especially, bro, who have big audiences, if those content creators are on his side, this is why you have the Ludwigs, the, you know what I'm saying, The Jellywigs, Valkyries, Gigi Cinderellas, or whatever. All these like heads that have their own audiences will also be on his side. This is like clear Johns, bro. So he wants to have heads like Charlie like on his side as well, because obviously Charlie's one of the biggest creators on the plat.
You out for the dog,
or at least like on YouTube and shit. You know?
Dog thing, and that was it. Then why you call Tectone a generational rapist? That's crazy to even say, especially based off an accusation and trying to accuse him of like, you know, some kind of like guilt because of his dad. Like, oh, his dad did something bad, and so now Tectone's a generational rapist. That's crazy to say that.
Yeah, listen, this is why I don't have much sympathy when Adin Ross calls him like a terrorist and says that he killed his dog, because I know it's probably bullshit, but also look at Hasan and look at the shit he does on a daily. He said, I support the Island Man, just a completely made up point based on some random shit his chatter said, and he just went with that. So I don't know, at that point, he can't really cry about it anymore, can he, right? Because he basically does the same thing, and he does it with absolutely no remorse. And Asmon's completely right here that he's totally trying to guilt trip Moist Critical, saying that, oh my god, you criticized me, Hasan Piker, and you didn't criticize Asmongold, and now we're just gonna call
It's like, yo, again, I'm looking at the nigga Hasan. Well, brother, did he fucking shock his dog, or did you shock your dog?
you some like a right-wing grifter or something based on that, when the reality is that only one of you shocked your dog.
These fucking text messages, and god damn it, I'm giving you so much fucking lore that I shouldn't know. I'm 34 fucking years old. Oh my god, I'm far too employed for this.
Don't ever let him tell you that he's not a slop tuber. He just revealed that he knows.
You think I believe this nigga? This nigga, bruh. Hasan Piker, Mr. Schrodinger streamer. Yeah, this motherfucker. I was just ranting about this nigga with the petty drama shit. Like Hasan, nigga, you cover petty drama. I don't want to hear that shit.
It was all of the internal drama about Clavicular and his ex-girlfriend. So this whole thing of like, I'm a political commentator, I'm above all this stuff. Well, not really.
Okay, listen.
Well, I agree with the Roach King. Cause he's fucking spitting. Cause it's fucking bullshit. Like he really does this pretentious ass shit. It is so annoying. I'm like, Hasan, nigga, you are not above the drama. You actively start dramas yourself with the bullshittery that you say. Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now?
Hasan is the #1 viewer of the Legendary series. Now, some of you might claim to be my biggest fan, but none can beat the Hasan Piker. It's simply cinema, okay? He cannot stay away, right? He's got to keep up with the drama, and I respect it. I respect it. That is the one thing I like Hasan for. He never misses an episode, obviously. And you know the funniest part about all of this, of Hasan keeping up with all these weird stories, is that this is not happening during the 10-hour broadcast that he streams, right? Because he can't do it in public. So this is happening when he's off stream. His supposed relaxation time, his downtime, he's still just watching SlopTube videos.
I say weird, he's just watching the slops.
Crazy. Yeah. Hasan wishes he was a slop tuber. Even the smallest one gets more views than he does. Hasan 2025 be like, they should get on a Discord call already. Just make out. Hasan isn't even good enough to be a slop tuber. Actually true. He does not have the talent, the skill, the entertainment value required. He's a boring piece of shit.
Lovely. Those daily slops, they must be sloppy, baby. But even still, to that, all of our slops, especially out in the CDST, must be wonderful, absolutely amazing, the mixy and the messiest. And Hasan, well, you definitely got the mixy and messy, I'll tell you that, because boy, holy fuck, when some shit comes out of your mouth, these shits get messy. But we can't mix you into the slop tuber beat, bro. Now you couldn't join the slop tuber cabal.
Asmon responded to the Adin Ross beef, defends Adin's ties to Israel after Hasan called it out.
Hitler guy, but this Adolf Hitler guy, well, he really hated Stalin, so maybe he was right about that. You remember this fucking Trump glazer, Trump dick rider, Israel dick rider.
Why do you see? This is the reason why people make videos about Hasan. This goes back to what I said before. You just called him an Israel dick rider while he exposed DMs of him and David Portnoy arguing privately about Israel. Why do you keep saying something that very clearly Adin isn't?
Because, once more, buzzwordism, he says this to add these negative connotations to people's names so that, again, those people have less of a regard to go check out that person because these negative connotations are applied to them versus, again, still checking out Hasan because, 1, God's Daddy King, 2, their God's Daddy King said something, they must oblige, and 3, it's like, yeah, they would never go check out these heads in the first place because that negative connotation is already, like, applied to them, so it's just... This is why this is the method. The diversion tactics too. This is part of it.
Are you saying this because he's a Jew? I mean, I don't think that's actually the reason why, but it's interesting that you would do this. Not everything is because of Israel.
No, you can't say that
Hefty whataboutism too.
to me. It was my ultimate, my most powerful card. Yes, Yugi Boy might have Exodia, but I have Israel. My card has never been beaten. It's not possible. Bro, for the love of God, can this guy go 2 minutes, bro? 2 minutes. This is your $10,000 challenge. Go 2 minutes without smearing your ops as Israel dick riders.
Challenge level impossible.
Is that actually possible, man? Please.
Gonna give $1 million in cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
To anyone that could basically make up any fucking lie they could about me that was believable.
Which was disgusting, and he shouldn't have done that. That was mean, and it was unfair to Hasan to do that. That's right. Yes, Adin shouldn't have done that. He did it. But, I mean, again, like, you campaigned to get him deplatformed from Twitch. You were doing this. Like, so big surprise, he's going to go, and he did get deplatformed, by the way, is he's going to go and...
No, yeah, because he got banned on the jump for 2 years, yeah.
Say something stupid like that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just feel like Hasan can never play that card when he does equally unhinged shit. And I do acknowledge that Adin Ross is a colossal moron. Nobody is denying that.
Of course.
But it's also funny when he calls you all this unhinged shit because, you know, you kind of deserve it. It's the first time we're going to see it happen to you because we're actually respectful enough to...
It's just the thing of like, bro, and everybody, boss leader, everybody, parents probably said this, but it's like, yo, treat people the way you want to be treated. It's like, Hasan, maybe you shouldn't go out and slander motherfuckers. Maybe you shouldn't go out and defame motherfuckers, spread misinformation, misconstrue all these arguments and shit, and maybe Hez wouldn't do that back to you. If you showed Hez some charitability, then maybe they would show something to you. Even though Hez already do show you charitability and you still slander their asses, it's just that, like Pegasus just said, yo, Adin Ross, crash out, WL nigga, bro. He don't give a fuck, bro. That shit that the other heads are like, you know what I'm saying, other heads will do, where obviously we're keeping the PR and optics, or at least fucking decent for some of these heads. But like, yeah, nah, Adin Ross, especially at this point in his career, nigga, he does not give a fuck, bro. Like, this was legitimately a perfect example of an unstoppable force met an immovable object. Like, this is legitimately exactly what that is. Like,
only say the truth. So then Asmon talks about Nina Lin being unbanned. Basically, recap, she was apparently banned for, you know, essaying 2 guys on camera and stealing from a store or whatever, but then she got unbanned because Twitch is completely useless. Asmon says Twitch should be investigated following the Nina Lin unban.
It's crazy that Twitch lets this happen. It really is. And I feel like, I mean, shouldn't somebody at Twitch, like, shouldn't somebody ask, like, Dan Clancy or, like, the executive leadership on Twitch? Like,
Roach King, Asman, why just say bumbleclads? Now, I know that motherfucker is definitely about to be possessing Pegasus. We know that he said it from the start, but just because you said it now, I can sense it coming. I can tell. The ultimate gooning alert. He's right around the corner, isn't he? Watch. Guaranteed.
Like, why you decided to unban somebody who committed sexual assault on stream after you had, like, one of your most well-known female content creators get sexually assaulted at your own...
Oh, yeah, the Hun Miss Emmer. Yeah, again, it just shows, like, again, Twitch does not really give a fuck. They don't give a shit at all. Again, the only shit they give a fuck about is, I guess, like, you can't even say, like, pandering to, because they're not even pandering on the genre. Just whatever ideologies and all the shit that they got going on, that shit is clearly corrupting the fucking business like a virus. And it is fucking it up on all ends, bro. On the business end, on the PR and optics end, and most definitely on the financial end. But that shit's been fucked forever.
Own event. And I think that this is such a big problem that it can't be overstated. And I think that really, like, it goes all the way up to the highest level. Because you have to keep in mind, this is something I want to remind you guys over and over and over about, is that when Emeru was sexually assaulted at TwitchCon, the person who sexually assaulted her, not only did the TwitchCon security let that person go, but they also refused to comply with the police, and they refused to permanently ban him until the management really pushed for it even harder. And so they originally were planning to ban the guy who sexually assaulted one of their biggest female streamers for 30 days.
Yeah, that shit actually blew the fuck out of me, bro. Yo, what really had me crying was the Hun Miss Emmer and her for, like, initial response, because she had the second response, and I was covering more of the shit with Miss. But, like, her first response, bro, she was like, and yeah, the Twitch rep, they were saying that they were going to ban him for 30 days. Yo, that John had me crying, bro. And all the memes they made of Hun with that John. Oh my gosh, she was hilarious. She said, but like, yo, dead, only reaction you should have to that. You're banning this nigga for a month and this motherfucker just committed sexual assault? Are you fucking idiots, morons? Clearly. At least we know your fucking CEO is that goddamn gooner. Anyway.
Think about how crazy that is. I think Twitch needs to somehow be investigated or something needs to happen. I think they need to investigate this website and figure out who's making the decisions here.
Hello, Twitch CEO.
You motherfucker. How the fuck did I know that you were gonna be popping out here? I know it every time. We're not gonna worry about Pegasus saying that you came around, but I just know every time. And did you choose which fucking dinosaur that you were? What are you feeling, a velociraptor or some shit? You know what? What the hell do you have to say this time?
Daniel here. Asmon complaining again, I see. Must I spell it out for you, fool? I was gooning to...
Of course. Ultimate gooning lord! Let me guess. I'm thinking extra Emily.
Don't you understand? There's nothing in this entire world that can keep me from my gooning folder. Not even the gods can stop me. I've gone mad with power. You can investigate me all you want, but then you would have to enter my lair.
Absolutely not.
It's booby-trapped with every single one of my gooning rags since I was 15. Legend says some of them are radioactive. DJ Dan the Dynamic Diddler.
He said, get your ass out of here, you goddamn dinosaur. I can't believe those shits became radioactive. Does Hasan know what the fuck you did to your gooning pillow? God damn it.
Out. Oh my god, Dan. I'm actually scared. You have a gooning layer that's booby-trapped? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Bro is a super villain. Dan Clancy is a 10th chance type of guy, by the way, if it's an e-girl for sure. Goona Clancy strikes again. Bro, I can just imagine him like laughing in the background. I don't need to. He possessed me, didn't he? Guarantee she gargles Dan Clancy's marbles. Moving on to Faze Banks crashing out. So apparently all the Faze members just left the organizations, including Jason, Ron, Lacey, and Adapt. They're all gone.
Yep, heard about this.
He's crashing out. Banks calls out the ex-Faze boys for being ungrateful.
One of the worst decisions I've ever made in my entire life.
Let me see, let me read this first. These guys have free housing, free filmers and staff, all Faze channels, zero income shared. Their money and platforms all skyrocket after meeting me, but I'm the bad guy. None of it makes sense, and like I said above, I'm going to get into all the details tomorrow.
I gave up my entire adult life to this. I have put myself in millions and millions and millions of dollars in debt. I have never made not one singular dollar outside of my salary via Faze. Not selling it, not buying it, raising money. I've just put myself further and further in debt. And I think probably collectively these guys have had to have probably made like 20 million in the last 2 years collectively, I would guess.
God damn. But even if still, it's like, I don't know, gang. It's the factor now, like, oh, what are you trying to get them like under contract or something, John, now? But like you would think you would have done that off the initial so that like, you know, you had already been making the cheese off of your talent, or like quote unquote, like obviously because the overall Faze organization.
Yes. And not $1 of that 20 million has ever gone back to Faze. Never mind me. Even if it did ever go back to Faze, that shit's it's not mine.
Okay, already I'm getting a bunch of red flags here. So how do you get $1 million in debt when you already had a successful career? You were already a multi-millionaire. You have to be a complete moron. Did you just...
And we gotta remember the things with Banks too. Like the most recent John, the reason he got kicked out of Faze or whatever, like was because of the crypto scamming John. And then even before that, the last controversy, the major John with Faze, the Save the Kid shit. It's like, bro, I'm already on the inclination to not trust Banks.
Throw away all your money? Surely like Faze was supposed to be a profitable business venture, right? Where you wanted to make money, and it was successful as well. So like, how exactly did you lose money? Did you set up a contract where all the members get 100% and you get 0? Because
that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm kind of confused. Like what are, I would assume now, since everybody left Faze, they did some different job with management. So I would assume maybe they tried to put them under contract now, but then that would not make it, bro. I would tell you straight up, in any other Faze guy's position, especially now, bro, after the subathon, bro, they all got like, you know, hella subs, whamming out on the shits. Nigga, my name ain't going on no dotted line, nigga. Fuck that. I said, nigga, fuck that. That is, bro, that's literally, again, like signing your soul away. If Faze was gonna do this shit like Banks and management, they should have did this shit off the ripskis, because then it's like, this before they really, I guess, like, well, some of the doves already bobbing. But like to the degree they are now, like, yo, you would have got them before they got to that level of motion, because now they're even more inclined not to be signing no dotted lines, not to be signing no contracts. It's like, why would you? As an independent themselves, bro, again, like even Banks has acknowledged, these niggas making millions, bro. I'm not signing no contracts. We good.
That's the only way this would ever happen. And then they decided to not give you any money or something. Like, why are you crying now? It seems like you're bad at business. It seems like you're completely incompetent and you're crying about it now. Also, let's just go off the info he gave us. He said, like, you know, the Faze guys made 20 million bucks or whatever. Yeah, because they streamed and they have a career and they have their own audiences and they made all that money or whatever. They earn money through working every day or whatever, or working whatever, right? And you weren't streaming. You could have done that too. You could have just booted up your stream and, you know, made your own money or whatever, but instead you wanted to chill in the background, be like this manager type of guy or whatever. You wanted to put these people on, and then that's okay, that's fine. Then put it in the split, right? Put it in the contract. Be like, okay, I'm giving you all these resources. I don't even know what
that's what I'm saying. Like, you should have got him, like, remember when they were doing the Faze trailers, like, for Max, like, you know what I'm saying, for Jason, for Lacey, all these guys, like, around that time, that's when you should have had heads, like, getting under contracts, bro. Not now. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you would have no incentive to sign that shit.
the fuck Faze was giving them or whatever. But if you're giving all these resources, be like, okay, we get 10% of your revenue, which is like somewhat fair or something, right? If you're providing all these production works, you're giving them connections. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then that to me at least would make sense. Like 10%, dang, like you're still hitting our funds, but that would make way more sense than a factor of like, yo, now you're gonna come after my income after we already been in the org for so long, already had all these resources, yada yada. Now we're starting to drain the account. I would have rather just started with my account already being hit than now it's gonna start getting hit. Like, nah, bro, I want to keep all my cheese. We already been making cheese for that long. Like,
be like, okay, I take 10%. And if you're taking 10% of like all these rich streamers, you should be rich enough by now. You should not be millions of dollars in debt. The only way that happens is like irresponsible gambling, stupid ass business practices, or just being a complete idiot, dude. Right? So then he starts playing Omega Victim going, oh, it's Christmas and I just wanted to help.
Some clips from this Blackboy Max stream where he's playing a laugh track over my tweet. And it's like, Max, I know we've had like our individual differences, and I know I haven't really seen eye to eye with a lot of the talent because truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach.
Damn, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. Didn't Faze, well, I know Faze definitely like last year, but they just won like the best organ shit like that, and now this shit just fucking crashing, bro. Like, damn, that shit is just pain, bro. Like, they're all ungrateful. Like, I could totally understand on the factor of, like, bro, yeah, especially if you become a big streamer, like, yo, there might be a little bit of ego getting in that boy. Let's keep it a buckski here. But, like, seriously, though, like, you would imagine that they would appreciate, like, joining Faze. Like, bro, doesn't Lacey have a fucking Faze tattoo and shit? You think he's ungrateful for Faze? You got a tattoo on his body. Like, bro, I don't know, Banks.
That your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer, and your community included, is so incredibly fake. You guys are the best actors on planet Earth, and you've made a complete career out of all of it. Max, these are your boys, but these are the same guys that said they fucking hated your guts after you left. And, you know, you're the program, you have an ego the size, you think you're Travis Scott and this and that.
I fucking, like, kind of hate these kind of dramas, bro, because it's like, it just goes back to what he said, she said, like, oh yeah, nah, they was talking crazy about you, but you ain't even know, bro. Then they came back and acted like they were your bros with it. How the fuck do we know who's telling the truth, who's not? Because it's literally just he said, she said.
Also, like, Max, multiple conversations about how Ron's content's cringe, and you guys didn't fuck with the dap. None of you guys Lacey or Jason in the beginning. You guys didn't want these guys to live anywhere near you. You barely wanted to share a brand with them. But Faze was going to fund a Miami house for you, Rage, Silky, and Kason, so we'll take what we can get. And then it all worked, and we forced this relationship. I would hope anyone watching could sit here and understand why I would be frustrated while a fucking entire hate mob is coming after me on fucking Christmas, my first Christmas without my mom, when all I've ever wanted to do is help Faze be successful. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's the only intent. Where's the money? I'm this fucking guy who's trying to take everything from everybody. Where is it? Then why the fuck am I millions of dollars in debt?
We could also ask again, like, prior to spending, Banks, like, well, what exactly did all these funds, you know what I'm saying, what exactly did these millions go to within, like, spending all these, like, Johns for the Faze guys? Like, we got this, obviously we see here, like, free housing, free filmer staff, all Faze channels, zero income share, whatever. But, Banks, again, priorities on your list, brother. We've seen some of these controversies been in, specifically with these crypto Johns. I don't know, gang. I don't know, like, are we sure, like, the books was really buy the books? Like, in terms of that, at least, like, all the finances was going to the right venues and shit?
Where is it? It's in Blackboy Max's bank account. It's in Silky's bank account. It's in Jason, Ronaldo, Lacey's bank account.
Because you're an idiot? I mean, you started with millions of dollars, you worked with creators making bajillion dollars, and you somehow walk out with nothing. How the fuck that? No, not even nothing. He walked out with negative millions of dollars. He claims he's in debt now,
like,
right?
in debt, yeah.
I'm sorry, how is it other people's fault that you are literally the worst businessman?
At least from what it sounds like to me, it's just going back to what, like, Pegasus, like, I was just saying earlier, like, bro, like, Banks, you should have got him on a contract as soon as everybody just first did the trailer, signed the Faze, and then from there on, heads would already been paying into this, so the debts wouldn't have even got to this point. You can't shove the contracts on him now, or at least not you, because you left Faze. But the management changed now, and you got these bulls trying to contract them now, get them under this John. That's why they did. There's no point. They're already huge, established, like, and they were already established before even joining Faze, like with some of these ads. But again, like, yo, they're definitely all well-established creators now. There's no point, man. Why would you need to be under like a content organo, John, bro? You gonna make the same amount of cheese whether you're in this org or independent or not.
On planet Earth. And now he says, oh, the Faze guys are ungrateful. Oh, they have a big ego. They have fake relationships. I mean, okay, I believe you. I believe they're complete scumbags or whatever. Doesn't change the fact that they don't owe you shit. If you wanted something, put it in the contract, bro. Like, you can't just expect people, oh yeah, I helped these guys all this time and they don't give me anything back. They don't have any obligation. And in fact, what did you exactly do? This is their own content. Did you provide them the cameras? Did you provide them the connections? Tell me exactly what you did, and then we'll go from there. But again, they don't owe you shit if you didn't put it in the contract. Also, I'm just trying to understand his perspective. He says like, oh, basically like finance their streams or something. So these guys walk around the house. Like, I've seen like a Ronaldo stream or whatever. Their content is walking around the house. There's nothing special about it. You don't need $1 million about it. So how exactly did he fund these projects? I just don't get it. I just don't understand. It seems like
you could argue that like obviously Faze had the subathon and they'll do different events and stuff like that. So like that's definitely a factor of it too. But just on base, like it's just the thing with content orgs, bruh. Because it's a thing with content creation now too. Like, bro, you would expect, we say it all the time, like with collabs and all that base level, everybody does the collabs because you're sharing audiences and not trying to help you grow. But some heads generally just, especially with the parasocial tip, so yeah, never get hefty on that. But some heads just independently themselves can just grow a massive audience, bro. Like perfect example, this is like Burt and Peanut, bro. Like some heads will just individually grow, bro, and they didn't need an org, they didn't need none of that jump, bro. And then obviously their margins what it costs to make content, depending on whatever you're doing, like whether it be like IRL streaming or like desktop streaming, making YouTube videos, yada yada. Their margins or whatever could be way higher depending on what kind of content they're on, bro. So like, yeah, for instance, if the stream from Lacey or Ron or whatever just walking around the crib and that was the only John they really did, then yeah, the margins for that boy was super high, especially with the ads being maxed for sure. But then you could say, like, for instance, the subathon, yeah, you know they definitely spend like a fuckload of cheese on that.
This guy just lost his money doing stupid shit. He should have pulled a rice gum and just left or something.
Again, the fact of the matter is, every single one of these guys has a bigger platform and an audience because they joined Faze and met me, and has millions and millions of extra dollars because they met me. Whereas I, on the other hand, have lost years of my life.
But do you think it's all because of you, Banks? Like, I definitely agree with you in the sense of, like, yes, them joining Faze definitely helped out their careers, but do you think, like, it's all just because of you? Do you think, like, if they never joined Faze, none of them would have blown up to the heights that they got to? Because I disagree, brother. I'm going to be honest.
This shit, and am significantly worse off financially.
I mean, El Bozo, you should have just looked out for yourself, man. You're a grown man and you let these people use you, and now you're crying. I just don't understand. Bro legit described himself, his crew, and 99% of KOLs on Twitter self-describing. I feel like he messed up his business and is blaming them, but I get the vibe that he's hurt. How much?
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I feel you, Banks. Like, no one wants to see Faze come to end. Like, Faze is like, bro, hella niggas' childhoods and shit. You already know everybody wanted to join Faze. But, bro, this is just sounding like, dog, you needed to get these niggas under contract as soon as they fucking joined, bro. Like, you try to keep it, like, peachy on some honeymoon shit. Like, no, a nigga like me is like, no, we gotta get straight down to business. And niggas don't want to do that shit, but this is the same thing I talk about in sometimes with relationship, too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, yo, we need to be cutting out all the fat. Like, we need to get down to it because, yo, we're fucking grown. And, like, this is niggas' lives you playing with. Whether it be finances, so... Yeah, you can't do shit without money in this world. Or for, like, relationships, like, yeah, this is a person you're gonna be with the rest of your life, so we need to be cutting out the fat. Like, yo, what is it? It's the same John. It's like, yo, Banks, it just sound like, dog, you should have had a better business plan, gang.
More horse
That's what it would sound like.
You're out of this guy. So anyways, Hasan responded, and he somehow made the Faze drama about himself
of
again.
Course he
Hasan
did.
refutes Banks' "we made you" sentiment, says one could argue that QT played a more profound role in Jason Lewin's development than Faze.
But what I take issue with is I'm a Twitch streamer, and as a streamer, when I see other people say, oh, we made you, I made you, this company made you, that's not correct. Okay, that's not
Hasan. It's like, I agree with you. I agree. Yo, I just came off of saying this. I actually agree with you here, but I just know you're about to say the most unabashedly stupid thing I've ever heard.
correct at all, because especially when it comes to streaming, right? It's such a personal relationship that you have with your audience that it's
I also said this too. It could end up having really, really bad parasocial connections, like your G-boys.
It's just silly to make that argument. You either have something or you don't, right? Like, we jokingly say this stuff, but like Cutie, one could make an argument that Cutie had more of a profound role, played a more profound role in Jason's development as a content creator.
Yep. Yikes, brother. Yikes. Nah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, brother. I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm not going. Cutie played a profound role in shaping Jason's career. Is that why she was getting canceled for collabing with him? No! Yo, I can't. Yo, Hasan. Gang, you just gotta stop talking sometimes. Like you have to stop talking sometimes. Like you legitimately like, yo, come on, gang. You gotta shut the trap. Like this junk just gets so bad, bro. Again, is that why your audience too, basically, them woke skulls, those pathetic retro subhuman ugly G boys that are in her audience because of you, because again she's better than you guys, the Fear and John. Is that why again she was getting canceled for collabing with Jason, collabing with the Faze heads? But she had a real profound role in shaping his jump, bro. Idiot, moron, brainlet.
Than even Faze did, because in different parts of your career, going from like 100 viewers to 1,000 viewers is a big leap. Going from 0 viewers to 15 is the biggest leap, right? It's a major leap, but even then, that's still a stretch, right? No, that's a stretch. Exactly, it is, because nobody technically makes you. It's who you are. It's who you are and what you want to accomplish that plays a role.
It's like, yo, Hasan, I actually agree. Just, yo, that shit you just said with Cutie, like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? But all this other shit, I actually agree with you.
In your content. It's that simple.
Okay, Hasan, very subtle, of course. Destiny made you. Your uncle made you. You're a Nepo baby, all right? We know what you're trying to say. It's not going to work. Every time, like, any situation happens, he'll try to relate it to himself in this subtle fucking, like, implication way or whatever. You had your life handed to you on a platter, okay? You skipped the hardest part of content.
It's like, yo, again, and didn't we just do this shit earlier? It's like, yeah, I can agree with something, like, with one thing that someone says, but I don't agree with every John. It's like, yeah, I agree with the message that you're saying, Hasan. It's that the messenger, I don't want to hear it from you. But I agree though. But yeah, you shouldn't be the bull saying it, because it's like, yo. And also the QT take, that shit was just so stupid.
Creation, going from 0 to 1 view. That is like the hardest part, getting the initial boost, and you were given that. Okay, now you did have to put in some effort, show up to stream every day or whatever, but that is still hard, but it's significantly less hard than people who had to build from the ground up. And especially now, you have this fucking cult-like fan base. You could go out in the streets and run over people and they would still support you, because that's the fan base you've basically built to this point, and just leave it to Hasan to make everything about himself. And of course, he's going to defend his fellow Glazers like QT, who routinely defend him as well. Oh wow, streaming is just as corny as rap. I made you, bro. You bit my flow, bro. Destiny made Hasan, though. QT would have never streamed with Jason if he wasn't in Faze, though.
Facts. And that's a whole nother thing in it too, bruh.
I don't really know much about this, if QT actually helped out Jason or whatever. There seem to be like good friends or whatever. I don't really care too much. Talent gets you in, personality keeps you there. That's what you would think. That's not, have you seen the amount of regard influencers out there? It's luck, man. It's a luck and persistence and a bunch of other fucking weird factors that nobody ever considers. Now click this video for some double cheese gyudon. Yummy. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Of course, baby. You already know. You better shout out your low one of our glorious slop kings. Pegasus! You already know. We got, of course.
Considers. Now
Hasan is finally getting what he deserves. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG live video, the OG daily slops by Pegasus. Down in the description, first link, sure to love it. Of course, said name La Pegasus, like we said. And yeah, final page conjecture quickly. We gotta go through. I ain't gonna lie, we gotta dip out of here. But yeah, of course, Hasan going on the job with Adin Ross. Like, yeah, duh. Adin should not say that Hasan killed his dog, and or that like Hasan is directly a terrorist or anything, because that John is not true. But when he's calling him out on the regards of collar gating things and such like that, also with the Twitch aristocracy glazing him up, that is true. That is true. And then yeah, like we said on the factor with the John, like yo. Just because a head can agree with Adin Ross that you're a piece of shit does not mean they agree with Adin Ross on everything. But no, of course, Hasan be making the generalizations and all that type of beef. Is anyone surprised? Absolutely not, baby. Of course, going on apart with Asmongold, I mean, like, we already know. Hasan completely rent-free. Not even, like, a doubt, not a shadow of doubt, not anything. Has already been knew this. When is he not going to be rent-free? He always is. And then, let me get to the last part. Oh yeah, last part with Faze. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck again. I just feel like Banks done messed up the business plan, gang. Like again, he should have got these bulls under contract before, like way before when they first started. Then getting to like now, where now the finances come up, and then heads are like, yo, we make a good cheese. I really don't want to give my John up. Plus, it's gonna feel like I'm basically signing my soul away. It ain't happening. And now you get Johns like this where completely the whole roster of Faze basically said, bye-bye. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, the sentiment's not really looking too good with Banks, especially with his prior past controversies, especially with them Johns surrounded by crypto, and that's like, you know, part of finances of business. Like, I don't know how inclined I am to really trust Banks on this side and this end. So it's a tough work for Faze there. But of course, all in all, we know we're gonna be seeing Hasan tomorrow on the Daily Slop, so that's not even surprise. But of course, if there's more anything updates with Faze, we'll definitely be checking that out too. And then, you know, Hasan is rent free by Asmongold, so that's also part of tomorrow. Duh. But other than that, again, shout out, I love it, Pegasus, and I'm finna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
you